Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Thea. We have just set up a camp here so that we can gather some resources before taking the divine quest and heading back home. Our city is actually pretty well defended now with all of these swords that we have, but I really like to clear out this mess that we have here. This area is super dangerous and we should clear it out, but I'm not entirely sure that I want to. I'm probably gonna deal with the divine quest, go back home, and then head here because that is really near and we don't know what's there. Also, I'm seeing some places here that we might want to destroy now. So let's end the turn. We have some people not doing stuff, but gathered some leather and some fruit. Hey, that's pretty good. And let's pack up the camp now and go visit this divine quest. Oh my dear God. We need to get the hell out of there.
Town, built in solid stone, with a large central building that even in its crumbled and rotting state looks very impressive. Like many such places, you feel the cold draft of the ever-present dark mist lurking in every corner. You see a faint light coming from one of the towers in the central building, and you know this is where you must go.
Let's investigate.
You enter the old building, and soon realize it must have been a place of great knowledge, as even in the entrance hall there are vast shelves with remnants of books on them. Indeed, as you go in deeper, you find a rusted shield with the words, "The pen is mightier than the sword, and the sword of knowledge defeats any foe." Before you make another step, you are met by a hooded stranger. "Welcome to the Grand University of Cracovia. How may I be of assistance?" he chimes, as if nothing was awry in the world.
Huh. Who are you, and why are you still here? A Grand University? I think we've met one of your fellows in the tower. Or ignore the person on the... Who are you?
Why, I am the porter, of course, here to meet and greet you and direct you to the faculty you seek. So, are you here for the tour, to sign up, or perhaps you've come for the board meeting?
This place is in ruins. Are you insane?
If you have a complaint in regards to our facilities, I will report it to maintenance. So, where can I direct you?
The tour?
The tour. Unfortunately, our student guides seem to have overslept. Thus, I must inform you the tour has been cancelled.
Can you tell me something about the university?
The Grand University was founded by King Marius the Wise in the Third Era. Legend says he stole a tear of wisdom from an elven queen, and thus was able to gather all this knowledge within one building. The university thrived until its fall during the first decade of the Age of Darkness. Unfortunately, that is the extent of my knowledge. You must visit the Grand Library when it is open for visitors for more information.
Can we get there now?
No, it is closed.
Okay, what about the board meeting?
Excellent. You must be from another foreign delegation then. I've been told there might be latecomers. The board meeting is on the 3rd floor, in the Thorn Rose room. You look towards the stairway, and you see it is crumbled and full of cracks, but it should be fine to climb.
Alright, let's go.
You go upstairs and find many more empty, eerie rooms, filled with rotten bookshelves and destroyed books, laboratories with smashed equipment, and lecture rooms with decaying tables and the stench of death. But as you enter one such lecture room, you see that at the center, by a large round table, sit 6 people, dressed in academic gowns.
Hello?
One of the figures at the table turns to you, and for a second you see only a skull. But then you blink, and an old man's face stares at you. "Hello there. I see you have come seeking answers, yes? How did you find us? We were cursed long ago, never to be found by a living soul, and I dare say you look alive."
Our gods told us.
Ah, so they are finally strong enough to try and regain their powers, and so they send you to seek answers.
Yes, you're correct.
In short, we were the ones who took the power of the Pantheon to ensure our colleagues could burn the cosmic tree without interference.
What? You took power away from the gods? You're kidding, right?
It was not easy, nor done without the aid of powerful and evil magic, but it was done. Each god, you see, had their own duty, their domain, and it was both their strength and their weakness. By hitting them all at once, we also didn't give them a chance to aid each other as they normally would.
That sounds crazy.
Crazy, yes. Genius too. No? But these two often walk hand in hand. It was no small feat for man to defy the divine, you know.
Okay, let's say we believe you. How exactly did you do it?
In principle, all we had to do is distract each deity long enough so that the other department, the human advancement, had time to destroy the cosmic tree. But we realized that without magic of the strongest kind, we would fail. The elder peoples would not help, of course. They were sworn to uphold the pillars of the world. Many human kings and queens were also charged with championing the gods or protecting these sacred places. Thus finding grand mages willing to do the job was impossible.
So you turned to dark magics?
Yes, or rather they turned to us. I guess they have a nose for such things. A mage arrived at our doorstep, offering all the right answers. Even after we figured out he was the famed Dark Lord, banished ages ago in the Great War of the Eye in the Westerlands, we still couldn't say no. It was him or nothing.
So, faced with working with an entity so evil that it almost devoured our world more than once, on more than one continent, you thought it would be all fine, and you said you were a professor? Did your mama ever teach you, if something is too good to be true, it probably is? I mean, the Dark Lord, the name doesn't just stick for nothing.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We knew we were working with evil, but the pursuit of knowledge, of understanding, the very notion we could defy the gods, it was glorious. I think the Dark Lord didn't even break a sweat convincing us.
Disgusting. And you're telling no one realized what you were up to?
There were suspicions. Some gods even took notice, but the Dark One was clever and diverted their gaze every time, building a fake army in his old stronghold and sending out omens of his return worldwide. This was step one of our plan. This was how we would trap the Supreme Gods.
The Supreme Gods?
Yes, like Perun and Mokosh in the Easterlands, every land in Thea had their own. They needed to be broken first, else their power would protect the others. Mokosh we could not lure away. She is wise and careful. But Perun, well, let's just say he was keen to go into battle. Very keen.
And Veles, the Lord of the Underworld? How did you trick the trickster?
Ah, yes. Veles, who sat in the roots of the tree, guarding the gates to the afterlife. He would lose power from the cosmic tree's demise, but we needed him distracted more than most. But Veles is not only the master of the underworld. He is also the Lord of Magic, and some say he was of the elven kin first, before he became god. We attacked the western islands, where the elves dwelt when they wished to leave the human realms. Veles ran to their aid, and so did many elven guardians.
So it was enough just to lure him away from the tree?
Oh no, of course not. Like with many others, we had to make a trap. In this case, we invented a device that would target all creatures of elven descent. Once we had all the greatest heroes in one place, we detonated the hellish thing, and it spread like wildfire. It would not kill any of them, you know. It was supposed to overload their magic, so that for a time they would be rendered unconscious. But you see, the device had a strong side effect.
What was worse than rendering our god disabled?
Only that afterwards, when the tree burned, the connection we made with the device, it spread a dark curse to all elven kin, killing millions. But what you need to know is that the device cannot be reversed as such, and yet there are rumors of an elven survivor who is the key to all this. Seek out the Oracle. She will guide you.
Fine, you murderer scum. Where is this oracle?
Before I tell you, we must ask a favor. We have been cursed to stay here, neither alive nor dead, for eternity, as punishment for our actions. A sentence we accepted with grace and understanding. It is not often you get to destroy the world and nearly kill off gods. However, we wish to be freed now.
Why would we help you?
Because you need our help. Because you're merciful. Because you believe we paid enough. I could show you several papers we wrote about this subject. In any case, choose your reason.
Is there any reason to be merciful for what you've done?
Yes, many of us share your enthusiasm for the punishment. We are tormented by our faults, believe me. But to be stuck like this forever. If you kill us, we will only suffer the pain of death, but eventually we will return, marked by another scar. But if you use your connection to the gods to break our curse, perhaps we can be released.
You have sentenced Thea to death, and worse yet, you have taken arms against our gods. You shall suffer the punishment that you were sentenced to. Give us the location or suffer a death. Your crimes are despicable, your arrogance beyond measure, and your stupidity in trusting dark forces goes beyond any measure. But your fate seems dire, and there is little point in more suffering in this world. Give us the location first, we will then think about releasing you. I think this one is more appropriate.
The old man nods, his face twisted in a mixture of fear and sadness. I have imprinted the location you seek in your minds. You will find it whenever you seek it.
You have assaulted our Lord's brethren, slaughtered their sacred heaven. You have aided those who shut the gates of the afterlife, and there is no mercy for you. Since Veles cannot take your souls to his kingdom for payment, you shall be his hand. No. Our Lord of Magic and the afterlife cannot take you to his kingdom, and adding to the wandering souls of Thea may not please him best, but we shall do the ritual and try to return you to the natural state of death if we can. Intellect. By defying the cosmic tree and thus shutting the gates of the underworld, you have brought this unliving curse upon yourselves. You shall remain so until Veles regains his power and can punish you further. Leave. I don't know what my intellect is. Intelligence 5, 4. We don't really have that much. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this, but I'm feeling... I don't know if this one will make them attack me or something, but... let's try to help them. Offense is intelligence, low is defense. I don't think we'll be able to do this, really. Oh, yeah, we're not. We are so not. I can't even confuse this person. Dektiarov is our best weapon in this, so is Baba Yaga, but her attack is much weaker than his is. We can shield a couple of people. I don't think this... they will have a number of confuses and stuff like that, so I don't really know if this is even doable. Let's just let them lay out the cards. And we'll see what's gonna happen. Yeah, all of these are way beyond us, so I don't think that's even possible. So we have 15, 14, and 14, and then 10 to handle, so that's together 35. Oh god. So 15. Goran is useless in this battle, so he's gonna be the first. He's gonna render these two attacks useless, and we'll have to face this, which I think Ariel has a bit more attack than Baba Yaga. So actually no, let's put Yaroslava there. Okay, so that will deal with these guys. Now we're gonna hurt this guy. We need to hurt him for 23. I'm thinking Baba Yaga will then take these two, and the next turn we'll have Ariel take these two. And we'll be left with these three, which will attack us. This is 9. This is still not even enough to kill this dude. So what? How much is this? That's 12, 17, 21. So we need to support 2. Okay, you can support for 2. Okay, again, this... actually, no, they will... Oh, I'm stupid. They will kill these two. I forgot about that. Yeah, so we'll be left with just 14 now. It's not working well. So let's put Dektiarov there. This way we will dispose of this one in the first turn. In the second turn they will destroy Dektiarov as well. I don't really think we have anyone else here that could do anything else. Get closer. I could maybe divert. Actually, you know what? You are a level 1. I'm gonna sacrifice Jerry here and first action him. It's gonna take care of one of these attacks. And you have 15 and 4 and the 6 on level 3. You have 18 and 5. So it's gonna first action you 2. That might do. I'm just, you know, I'm seeing this as an unwinnable fight. I'm just gonna try what this does. I have no idea. Yeah, I will dispose of Jerry. Okay, that might give us a bit more chance here. Oh yeah, but it was sort of useless because well, we got 2 of them, but they got 5 of us. God damn it! Yeah, this is not winnable. At least not now. We're outclassed here. I don't think we can counterattack the. Oh, we can. Okay, well, at least that one was worth it. I can't really confuse you. I can put in Dectiar, he's gonna hurt you a bit. They will most likely confuse him, so. If they do, we're screwed anyway. Let's put you there. Yeah, this is just hopeless. I'm gonna try to maybe get you closer and then good luck, but I don't see this as winnable. Actually, look at that. Yeah, we might have, like, barely do this. If I... yeah, that doesn't... So Dectiarov is gonna dispose of one of these, and that's that. Or not even that, because he attacked the wrong place.
You take your time to meditate and find your inner peace. In this place of sorrow and darkness, you seek a link to your gods by opening up your hearts and souls. But this place has been stained with too much darkness and evil, and your connection to the gods is too weak to aid the scholars. The professors only nod in thanks and return to their table, debating a theory of why you failed. They do not respond to any hails, and so you are left with no recourse but to leave the place. As you do, you feel the great disappointment of your gods weighing down upon your shoulders. But at least you know where to go and seek more knowledge next.
Oh. So we were actually supposed to help them. That's interesting, I would not expect that. Okay, now let's get the hell out of there, because this is something that I don't want to even consider. even at a strictly theoretical level, that is way beyond me, and I'm just hoping that they will not come anywhere near our village, or this is game over for us. We got 6 points. This is 5 points. Okay, let's... oh, hey!
As you make your way through the terrain, your herbalist spots an area where you can harvest some good herbs. They grow inside a hut. Your herbalist carefully picks the right herbs, while the rest of the men keep a wary eye out for trouble. You already picked some of the herbs, but you notice that there is a larger patch further down the path. However,
let's check it out. We know
knowledge of the animal world in your party huddle together in talks. Taking their time to analyze the scene, they point to the pattern of the webs as well as signs of spider eggs in the distance. It is clear that your party may face a spider queen, or at least her best minions if they risk venturing forth. On the other hand, the men inform the group that such lairs can also hold precious resources.
You know what? Let's a level 2 fight. Let's try it out. We've done this before, so we should be able to do it again. Okay, so the Spider Queen is level 6 and she is the weakest one. I'm not gonna do the same mistake here. I'm just gonna start countering Yeah, Jerry can counter one. We're gonna counter another one. We can't really counter offense, but it's okay, you know. They just have a not really that strong attack. We can do this all by just shielding ourselves. I'd really like... I can first action... Yeah, I could first action Mocked. And he would destroy the Spider Queen, so that is awesome. Let's counter you. Let them take out all those cards. And now we do it the proper way. So Mocked is the dude that's gonna tear the Spider Queen into pieces. Actually, we could put Goran there, and he also has an armor. So Goran, we're gonna go and deal with the Spider Queen. And these spiders needs to be shielded. So Charna will go here, get shielded, and then we just put out all the other ones, and we have one. So goodbye, Spider Queen. No damage, everything is okay, and now let's just discard all of these other cards.
After a tough fight, you finally clear the area of those nasty spiders. Within their lair, you discover some more herbs as well as bodies of fallen men and women who were clearly not as lucky as you. You search the area for any usable loot.
The Wrath of the Dead is not bad. This one is good. Spider Silk is fine. The Metal Ring is awesome. It gives Folklore and armor and a bit of distraction. Fish will come in handy. The Scaled Leather is awesome. Dragon Bone also, but these little amounts are, you know, barely useful at this point. So let's just auto-resolve the tactic here. More metal rings. The shields are, you know, usually useless. Oh man, we should deal with this guy. Are there any resources here? There are. If we can't go there to collect them, let's go here. I actually don't want to deal with the Divine Quest now, so you know what, we can't really do this. So let's move here, and I'm gonna end the episode here. We'll get rid of these guys, and then return to the village and re-equip. That sounds like a good idea. Stoya could use that. How far are we with the smithy? Still 11 turns, huh? That's not as great as I want. I think we got tons of Bigosh now. Wait, I need to check the inventory for that. Yeah, we got a bit of Bigosh and a bit of greens. So let's move you to the Lecho, which is much easier to make. And we were very unlucky with the children, I have to say. None of them grew up. We have how many? 4 here. No attractions either. Do we have any children here? I think we got some, yeah, 1 child. But we got a bit of cane. That will allow us to get some more gathering baskets, so at least that's a good thing. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode.